Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a classic tale from the heart of the enchanted forest. A story of cunning, teamwork, and a little bit of blue magic. It's another beautiful day in Smurf village, but as we all know, trouble is never too far away when a certain grumpy wizard is involved. Deep in the woods, shrouded by gloom and a smell of failed potions, Gargamel was cackling to himself. He stood over a large, bubbling cauldron, his loyal but perpetually confused cat Azrael watching from a safe distance. "This time, Azrael, this time it's foolproof," he shrieked with glee. "I've concocted the most irresistible Smurf bait in history. The super-duper Smurfy sarsaparilla smoothie." He held up a vial of glowing green liquid. "One whiff of this, and every Smurf in that cursed village will come running straight into my trap." His plan was simple, yet diabolical. He would pour a trail of this potent smoothie leading from the edge of the forest directly to a giant net hidden under a pile of leaves. "They won't be able to resist, my dear Azrael. Their insatiable love for sarsaparilla will be their downfall, and then I'll finally have them. All of them." He cackled again, a sound that made the nearby crows take flight. With his potion in hand, he and Azrael set off towards Smurf village, their footsteps filled with wicked anticipation. Back in the village, life was bustling with its usual charm. Brainy Smurf was attempting to lecture anyone who would listen. Hefty Smurf was lifting a large log for exercise, and Chef Smurf was putting the final touches on a magnificent sarsaparilla pie. Suddenly, a delightful, overwhelmingly sweet aroma wafted through the air. It was sarsaparilla, but stronger and more fragrant than anything they had ever smelled before. "Smurf, my Smurf," exclaimed greedy Smurf, his nose twitching. "What is that heavenly smell?" Soon, all the Smurfs had stopped what they were doing, drawn by the incredible scent. "It smells like the smurfiest sarsaparilla in the whole wide world," said Smurfette, her eyes wide with wonder. Papa Smurf, however, felt a prickle of suspicion. "Now, hold on, my little Smurfs," he cautioned, stroking his beard thoughtfully. "This aroma is unnatural. It's too strong, too perfect. Something isn't right." But the temptation was immense. A small group of Smurfs, led by the ever-curious clumsy Smurf, decided to investigate. They followed the scent out of the village and into the forest, their little blue feet pattering on the ground. They soon discovered a trail of shimmering green droplets on the leaves. "Look," Clumsy pointed. "It's a smoothie trail." The Smurfs excitedly followed the trail, their caution melting away with every step closer to the source of the delicious smell. Papa Smurf, seeing them go, knew he had to follow. "Be careful, my little Smurfs," he called out, hurrying after them. The trail led them to a large clearing. In the center was a huge puddle of the glowing green smoothie. The Smurfs gathered around it, their mouths watering. "Let's have a taste," suggested one. But just as they were about to dip their fingers in, Papa Smurf arrived. "Stop," he commanded. He took out a small flask from his pouch and collected a sample of the liquid. He sniffed it, his brow furrowed in concentration. "Just as I suspected," he announced gravely. "This isn't just sarsaparilla. It's laced with a sleeping spell. It's a trap set by Gargamel." The Smurfs gasped in horror. From behind a large bush, Gargamel watched, rubbing his hands together. Yes, drink up, you little blue fools," he whispered, holding the rope to his net. Any second now, he was so focused on his trap that he didn't notice a few Smurfs, led by the clever Brainy Smurf, sneaking around behind him. While Papa Smurf explained the danger, Brainy had quickly formulated a counterplan. He whispered it to Hefty, Jokey, and Smurfette, who all nodded in agreement. The Smurfs in the clearing began to act. They pretended to be dizzy, yawning and stretching as if the fumes were making them sleepy. "Oh, I feel so Smurfy," Clumsy said with a big fake yawn, before dramatically falling over onto a soft patch of moss. One by one, the other Smurfs followed suit, pretending to fall fast asleep around the puddle. Gargamel could hardly contain his excitement. "It worked! It worked!" he cheered quietly. They're all asleep. Victory is mine. Convinced his plan had succeeded, Gargamel leaped out from his hiding spot. At last, he roared, running towards the sleeping Smurfs. I finally caught you all. He loomed over them, a triumphant, wicked grin on his face. But as he reached down to grab one, he suddenly felt a rope tighten around his own ankles. Whoosh! In a flash, he was hoisted upside down, dangling from the very same branch where his own net was supposed to be. He had sprung a trap set by Hefty and Brainy. Gargamel swung back and forth, completely bewildered. What? How? This is my trap, he yelled. The sleeping Smurfs all jumped to their feet, laughing. Looks like you're the one who got smurfed, Gargamel, shouted Hefty. Jokey Smurf then appeared, holding a large box with a grin. And I've got a surprise for you, he said, handing the box to Gargamel. Thinking it might be something to help him escape, Gargamel eagerly tore it open. Kaboom! The box exploded in a cloud of soot and confetti, a classic Jokey Smurf special. Gargamel sputtered, now covered in black soot. Azrael, seeing his master's predicament, hissed and tried to climb the tree to cut him down. But Smurfette, with a little help from her animal friends, led a group of squirrels to pelt the cat with acorns until he scurried away, yowling. Papa Smurf stood before the dangling wizard, a calm but firm look on his face. You see, Gargamel, he said wisely, your greed will always be your undoing. You should learn that trickery and malice never lead to true success. Defeated, humiliated, and swinging like a pendulum, Gargamel could only grumble. I hate Smurfs. I'll get you next time, I swear it. The Smurfs, having had their fun, decided it was time to go. Hefty Smurf cut the rope just enough for Gargamel to fall with a loud thud onto the soft ground. He scrambled to his feet, shook his fist at the departing Smurfs, and stomped off back to his hovel, muttering curses all the way. The Smurfs returned to their village, cheering and celebrating their victory. They had not only avoided Gargamel's trap, but had turned it back on him with their quick thinking and teamwork. That evening, they all enjoyed a real delicious sarsaparilla pie made by Chef Smurf, its sweet taste made even sweeter by their clever triumph. And so, another day ends in Smurf Village, proving once again that when they work together, there's no challenge the Smurfs can't overcome. A big thank you for joining us on this little adventure today. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss another tale from the Enchanted Forest. Until next time, stay Smurfy.